So welcome back to the third and final game this afternoon. We have the Scottish Amputee Football Association going up against Bohemians. Bohemians off the back of a game with Cork, a really tough game, brilliant game of football, which they just managed to win 4-3. At one point it was 4-1, so it was nail-biting stuff, but they'll be happy with the win. With this now, we're just having the two teams lined up, ready to go. So in goal for the Scottish team, we've got Patrick Hutton. Then we've got Aaron Ritchie beside him, is the number 7. Number 4 is a new player today for Stuart McAvoy is number 4. Alex Boyes is number 10, and Brian Murray, the Scotland captain, is number 3. And now they're just shaking hands. Donald Blythe taking the Gary Hoey starting place and as captain today for Bohemians. Donald Blythe wearing the captain's armband. James Conroy in goal. Neil Hoey after him. Jack Douglas after that, and then Stephen Balrog, number 7. Takes out the two lineups, and we've looked to have that really heavy downpour of rain in between two games.
And it's looking to that's getting a little bit lighter. Now, as you can see, is James Conroy has actually rested two of his players for this one, Howie and Boyle, who were very prominent in the Cork match, and it's good to see. Yeah, and they did a lot of running as well, which kind of sometimes goes without saying, but trying to do back-to-back matches of covering how many meters on the crutches is difficult, so good for them as well. We'll also have to maybe watch out for the conditions here as well.
So sometimes with amputee football mainly it's played on AstroTurf, and the reason for that is because the crutches, the bottom rubber, these crutches are just regular crutches that everyone gets. You get them from the hospital. It's not special equipment, it's just a pair of crutches essentially. So if you are trying to run on wet grass with those rubber soles, you do slip a lot. So hopefully you don't see that too much. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the game. So Pat Hutton, you'll see in goal. He's a very, very vocal goalkeeper, and I think that Scotland are going to try and employ the tactics that Cork did for the last couple of minutes with that long ball. Didn't work out that time, but can't lose heart. Patrick Hutton.
In that situation there, would a Bows player be more prominent to push up on that?
Yeah.
Just to force that little pass?
I think that maybe they'll ask Jack Douglas to do that, because he's the youngest. If he sits close to Patrick Hutton, if they do that long ball, if he can speed it up, Pat's a great goalkeeper, but sometimes distribution can go a bit awry. Douglas up against Boyes, takes him on. Jack Douglas with the effort.
Great save.
Patrick Hutton's, he's picked it up where he left off from the last game for Scotland. Must have made double figure saves in the last game, so that's one.
He's earning his stripes today, as
he
you would say.
certainly is. Again,
I think the last time we watched a Bows corner day, Boyles was on the end of that one, so it's different today. Will they do it?
Douglas to Hoey to Donald Blythe, and he's going to come back across maybe to Hoey. No, he's gone to Balrog. Balrog on the ball inside. Neil Hoey, good effort, great save, and the fact that he held it as well.
And once again you hear the goalkeeper shouting, relax, relax, relax.
Reset. You'll hear that a lot from Pat. He'll tell you to.
Scotland in that first match, Stephen, they did slow it down and held on for a long time.
For a long time, and as I said, although they did lose by 4, it was in blitz. It was 3 goals really quickly, or 2 goals really quickly.
3 in the first half and 2 in the second.
Yeah, so 5 altogether, but it was all 5 goals were scored within 3 or 4 minutes of each other at a time. Hutton really wants to find, if you look up here, Stuart McAvoy for Scotland, number 4, leaning on Donald Blythe. Patrick Hutton, you should be pressing this from Bows. Now they're just letting him. Here it is. That could, if that went in, that would count as a goal. So here now you're losing this. Here's McAvoy. Alex Boyes.
He got it. It's goal.
He's okay. He's out. Let's just see. Is he okay? He took a
great finish now. In fairness, he just nipped in, and a keeper had to come.
Oh yeah, no, fair 50-50.
It was in the box. It was just whoever got there first.
As long as nobody's hurt. There's another game going on behind us there. Neil Hoey just giving them the ball back.
Just back there,
yeah.
And where you boys are going to get a boot from the back?
I can definitely see that happening.
Scotland in possession now from the tip-off.
But Neil Hoey, Alex Boyes clears. We're in the firing line now from there's another football match just kicking off behind us. So I apologise. There we go. Neil Hoey goes to Donald. Goes back to Balrog to Hoey. Richie got in. McAvoy Loves to carry the ball, McAvoy. We haven't seen him today, but he loves it by running with the ball. Covers a lot of yards. Well done. Blocked out by Balrog. But Scotland getting forward. Pushing on a little bit more. Here we go. Ball in. McAvoy unlucky. Conroy was
In a position like this, Stephen, it's all about game management, isn't it?
Especially when Bohs have just had a really, really intense match against Cork City. So if they can take this thing out of it, control the ball, try and save the legs. Don't want to be putting in the yards for no reason. Here's Neil Hoey. Will he go outside? He will. Jack Douglas, touch. Going to try and get by Alex Boyes as he's done before. Just did it again. 2 footballs on the pitch. Referee might have to stop now. He's happy enough to let it play. The ball is on the other side of the pitch. That's coming from the game behind us. Donald Bly goes down to Neil Hoey. And he's got, Stuart McAvoy goes to Brian Murray. And McAvoy again should go back. He's gone for Richie. And here's Jack Douglas once again to go at Boys. Tries to give it in. Murray clears it. That's good. Good defending. Reset. It's Donald Bly for Bohemians. Neil Hoey goes across. Stefan Balrog. Faced up by Brian Murray. Bly. Will he come and have a shot? You probably want to hear it is. No. Really good ball. Disguised it really well. Douglas. Good save. Hutton again. Put it out by Aaron Ritchie. It's just setting it up here now. So Bohs have a 1-0 lead. Scotland will be happy with this game so far. Bohemians are happy with the 1-0. So we'll see how we go from this. This is Neil Hoey. Goes back to Donald Bly. The bouncing wouldn't allow him to shoot. Might want to lift this. Does, but McAvoy.
Great defending.
Yeah, Stuart McAvoy, excellent defender.
He just cut out. He actually seen that ball was going in into the path of the.
He does that quite a lot. He'll cut out a lot of things from almost a stationary position where he'll put himself in a passing lane and just stick the leg out. Right in the air as well. Here's Donald Bly. Neil Hoey comes down the line for Jack Douglas. Blocked again by McAvoy. A lot of tackles from McAvoy today. Neil Hoey goes all the way back. The ball has to go inside the box. It does. Balrog. Play off to Donald Bly. Very composed, experienced player. There it is. 1-2.
Oh,
Balrog
he's in. Oh, what a save.
Free out. Stefan Balrog used his residual limb to control that. He's not happy with the decision from the ref.
I wouldn't have taken that now myself, but
I didn't see it. No, we had in the referee's defence. His back was to us, so I don't know if he did or not. So that's a good ball from Alex. Goes at Aaron Ritchie's got McAvoy in front of him. Loves to run. Unlucky, just too much on it, just about.
And of course, this match is brought to us by U Value Insulation.
Yeah, it's the proud sponsor of the Irish Amputee Football League, has been for quite some time, and we do appreciate them getting involved with the sport. Just a timeout call by James Conroy, as he often does. You'll see the pattern of that. Once there's a game on, he'll let a couple of things happen and call a timeout, reset, restart. So Conroy just getting them a lot of instructions. He is a very technical and tactical player, coach. So he's just telling them what they want. We're taking off Gary Hoey and James Boyle. You lose a lot of the power and shooting from distance from Bohs. So that's where Scotland don't look as worried about that someone's going to have a shot from range. We also have the Scottish coach just getting them prepared, drilling them. He's happy, I'd say, with the addition of Stuart McAvoy, because he's got such energy, and
they say look, a lot of experience there now, just to be slotting in at the back, and they look at totally different team there now, and I think you will see changes coming soon enough. If this isn't going well enough for Bohs, James will make them changes.
Yeah, and with Gary,
because a 1-0 won't be too comfortable for them against this.
Especially with McAvoy can come at you from anywhere. They had Jack Douglas in the first game, who is now playing with Bohs, who's his parent club. But Stuart McAvoy brings a lot of power and experience with him. Here's Neil Hoey going inside. Balrog, the effort. Hutton is happy with that. He'll take that all day. And he's using his catchphrase again, which is relax. Now, 2 lads have to swip. They have to get forward. You can hear Stuart McAvoy telling the lads, push forward. That's what they want. That's okay. Just too much on it, and especially with the slick grass. But that's the tactic. what you want to do from Scotland, or what they're looking to do, is lay the ball off to Patrick and then get as close to James Conroy so you can hit it. A long ball. You'll hear McAvoy is a great talker as well, telling the players what to do. See? McAvoy holding up a passing lane with 3 people.
Oh, what great control. Can he get to it?
Oh, it's alright, it's going to be a Scotland ball if it goes out, but Neil Hoey kept it in brilliantly. Goes back to Balrog, he wants an effort. Goes back, and again, recycle from Bohemians. Really good control. Out to Jack Douglas, we shoot from distance, he will. That's a good block,
Great
Alex
defending.
Boys. Stuart McAvoy's happy. Oh, that's a great little pass. Aaron Ritchie, can he turn and get your body between you and the man? That's great, Aaron Ritchie. McAvoy, brilliant.
Great one too.
Really pushing it now. McAvoy's gone ahead of him again. Good defending, Donald Blythe. Go back now. Hold on to the ball. There you go. This is much better from Scotland.
McAvoy is staying up.
Yep, he'll definitely happy enough to spread that out. With doing that, the two. Oh, Aaron Ritchie. Unlucky now. This is the dangerous
2v1. That's a 2v1. It.
Neil Hoey and Jack Douglas up against Alex Boyes. Effort.
Oh, goal.
Neil Hoey. That's a really good goal. Patrick Hutton was in no man's land because he couldn't. You can't go straight out or you can't stay. So, very difficult position for Patrick Hutton to be in.
You mentioned there the goalkeeper and the defender came across, and probably the ideal pass was to just swing it into an empty net, but he went for it himself.
Yeah.
And we spoke about in the first 2 games, there's times like that where you probably need to be a little bit greedy and it's pay dividends there for him.
And he's gone off now to take a well-earned break. He's got 2 goals in this first half. He's happy to sit down now. So 2-0 to Bohemians here. Loose pass from Brian Murray at the start. Puts Stuart McAvoy under pressure. And that's Patrick Hutton with a really good ball. There's a lot. The football itself from Scotland in this game has been far better than in the first half. That could have been a handball. Referee is going to give it. He wanted to play advantage, couldn't. Also, you'll notice for Bohemians, Gary Hoey has come on for Neil Hoey, so they're going to hold on. With that 2 goals now, they can hold on to it a lot more with Gary there as the defensive partnership with Donald Blythe. McAvoy is telling to Brian Murray, get in right on top of James Conroy. He's gone for a long one. Surprised he had the shot. I think
there's a 3v2 now. It's a 3v2.
Outside to the left is Douglas. Hoey wants to
go for it. Oh, great hands again.
Yeah. That's the way you wanted it. From Bowes with that counter attack he had. Balrog on the right, he had Douglas on the left. Went for the shot, but really good play from Bohemians.
And he's vocal again, the goalkeeper, he's non-stop with them. It's always great to have someone like that on your team.
It certainly is. And he backs it up as well, he puts his body on the line for whatever team he's playing for. It's gone, and it's a corner kick. Bohemians want to take this one quick. Gary Hoey, he's got Donald Blythe on the halfway line.
That's a short one there, yeah.
Stuart McAvoy won't let that go. He's going to have a little effort. More of a pass. I don't think that was an actual shot. I think he was looking for Douglas. Here's McAvoy. Going to go to Alex Boyes, and now he usually gets away from him. That's good football. That's good there. That hit you. That's no heavy touch. Here's Stuart McAvoy putting the pressure on Balrog. That's staying in. He can keep playing. That's just gone, but they're going to let him play. McAvoy, Ritchie, too heavy, asking way too much of McAvoy in that, unfortunately for Ritchie.
Keeper can't come out, it's going to go play.
Exactly. Keeper cannot come out of his box in Amputee football.
I'm getting there.
You're picking it up, yeah. Like this is only your 3rd ever game of watching it, but the rules kind of seep in quickly enough. So Hutton wants to go long and does. I couldn't skid anywhere.
Howie, once again, like he's continuing in his last game, he's just getting in there.
He's the brick wall, and not in the same way as Sean Old, but he's everywhere. There's Jack Douglas getting great advice from Donald Blythe.
Climbing that for crutch now myself.
They got the advantage from it. Now you'll see the coach of the Scottish FA just saying push up, push up, push up. Because if you sit in your own box and you let Donald or James Conroy launch it in there, you're in trouble. Like in mainstream football, you don't want to sit on the edge of your own box for a long ball. You want to get up and win a high. Gary Hoey got Douglas outside and Balrog across from him. It's gone to Douglas. Douglas wants Boyes. No, Gary. Oh, that one's a sore one. Now Balrog blocked by McAvoy. Ritchie up against Hoey. Donald Blythe is happy to sit there.
Setting it all up again.
Yep. Here's Balrog. McAvoy and Hoey. Conroy.
It's actually great football, but being played here now.
Bows are working on their passing games, not as much as they're running as they usually do. He wants it back to him.
And we must compliment the facilities here at the Oscar Trainer. It's a fantastic pitch.
Yeah, everything is in great condition, and the people here have been really nice and setting everything up, and we do thank them for allowing us to use their facilities. It is really, really good stuff. Brian Murray down now for Scotland. You've a bit of an injury.
How we judged to have clashed there now with him?
Free out, 50-50, no ill intent.
But we can't be sure for that.
I won't say anything to I've played against Gary a lot of times. He's firm but fair, I would say. Oh, too short. Brian Murray is looking quite tired for Scotland. It's tough. The two guys on the same side. Scotland, you can't have that. Here's Aaron Ritchie though. Ooh, good ball. For the Scottish side, they've got, when their kick-outs, Patrick Hutton's got Alex Boyes and Brian Murray both playing right back.
Yeah.
So it doesn't give you options. So it's easier for both to defend that. I think Brian Murray is quite tired at this point. No. Good idea.
That pass was a minute ago. I suppose when the idea was there, but when it wasn't coming for him, he came in looking for it.
Yeah, it was a good position, but and the ball, even when he just a little bit too much on it. So Patrick Hutton again. They've got this double side here. Okay, he got Aaron Ritchie. This one he wants it back, and now he wants to fight. Yes. Oh, that's a
crutch. Yes, yeah.
Unlucky from Douglas. He's in there. He's cutting a lot out as well. You know, Douglas pressing from the front. I think he's won 2 or 3 of them. He wants it back, and now he wants to lift it. Hutton, nice little ball. Oh, McAvoy, heavy touch. It's so hard to control that.
And he wins.
What's the ref given? Free kick to Scotland. 50-50 to me.
Yeah.
That's why we're not getting paid the big money. Well, Brian Murphy.
I suppose the match official was a lot closer to the play.
AP judged it, and none of the players complained either, so you know that's usually a good indication. Howie, Douglas, Boyes needs to get across, cut out the angle. Balrog has time now.
Oh, what a finish! Great finish that was.
The Bohemians, great finish outside of the foot top corner.
They're the type of goals you hope you can score on FIFA and things like that. But to be doing out here on the pitch, it just shows you how much they must train and practice.
Oh yeah, the lads, they are proper, you know, fully impressive athletes. These guys, just to get a power to do that at the top corner is almost impossible.
Oh, what a shot!
Effort, no. We are allowed to shoot from a kick off, as you are in mainstream football. Just doesn't get done because keepers usually save it. But here's James Conroy to reset. So it is 3-0 just at the end of the first half here in this game. It wouldn't be much longer. Gary Hoey goes outside to Douglas, who's done that a lot. He wants Boyes on it. He's got Balrog. He's gone back. Gary Hoey goes back to Balrog. He's on a strike usually. Does strike and scores! Balrog 4. That's 2 each. James Conroy is doing some player coaching out there, telling people that Dolan Bly did make a great run. Gary Hoey didn't use him, but just appreciating the run he made.
It is a wet surface out there, and it wouldn't have helped the keeper now.
No.
If anybody that wouldn't have been watching a heavy downpour.
Yeah, and just at the end of the first half, or in between games, we had a really, really torrential rain, so it is difficult for the goalkeepers. It is half time, so we should be back with you in the next 5 minutes.
Come a pub down the road there. Did they do food?
And Carby's usually on a Sunday though, isn't it? Do they have them on a Saturday, Carby?
Oh, at the airport. What's the one at the airport?
Oh, I don't know.
The one at the airport?
Yeah, there's a halfway house in Crumlin as well.
No, the airport.
I have no idea. I'm on the south side.
I'm trying to think of the name.
Douglas goes back here to Donald Blight.
Boyle is on now here for the second half.
Yeah, he's across. He's playing on that left wing back role, which you wouldn't imagine it, but it's actually really dangerous because he has an option to do what he's trying to try to do here, which is cut in and shoot. Oh no, go for 1-2. Balrog. McAvoy. Ritchie. He keeps doing it. It's a good idea, but it's just too light every time for McAvoy. Here's Ritchie.
Oh, he just gets
Douglas,
his leg in there, yeah.
McAvoy. And he's there, Hutton back to McAvoy. That's a good ball by Hutton. Down you. Oh, here we go. Loves to carry the ball, does Stuart McAvoy. He's going to try and get outside him. Oh, we got Ian Matthew back. Good to see him back on. I thought he picked up an injury in the first game. That's a sore one for Brian Murray. Here's McAvoy. James. And now this is Balrog.
Oh, yeah.
James Conroy. That's 5.
Boyle.
Number 10. for Bowes.
Boyle, yeah.
That's one of his easier goals.
He's only in.
Yeah. Reset here now for Scotland. Ian Matthews just fixing his boot. Restart. Ian Matthew across to Stuart McAvoy. Back to McAvoy. Back to Matthew. It's not bad. Unlucky.
And once again, it's in off our sign over there. You value insulation. Once again, we like the thank
I
them.
think Stuart McAvoy is happy enough to have that ball knocked over there. Yeah, we do thank them for all their contributions to the league. Without them, we wouldn't have a league. So massive importance to us. Here's Stefan Balrog from Donald Bly. This is across to Jack Douglas. Lovely little turn. Balrog shows the little chip. Oh, Bly. Now can Richie put some power behind him? Is he spent?
Just looking for support there now.
Good block by Donald Bly. Never loses composure, Donald Bly.
Donald Bly is captain for today.
Yeah, Gary Hoey's taking a break. You don't really see that much, but oh no, Ian Matthew. Balrog is so quick. Hutton blocked.
Cheeky. Would have been a cheeky finish now. In
that would
fairness,
have won one for the highlight reel. Matthew away. McAvoy with a touch. He's up against James Boyle. He loves this. That's it. Both of them running into each other. None of them
Boyle is
an
as
inch.
big as him now. In fairness.
Yeah, they never. It's kind of the classic battle throughout the league. McAvoy and Boyle. Donald Bly. He's got Boyle for option inside, and he's got Balrog outside. Douglas has gone into the box. Someone needs to press him. McAvoy's happy enough to have him there. Richie. That's a great ball.
Just
The
couldn't
idea.
get the direction.
He was trying to
was
head it
brilliant.
back across to Jack Douglas, I think. It's a really good ball though from James Boyle. And there's
Great
Jack
walker.
Douglas, Aaron Ritchie. Unlucky, well done for Boyle. Gets so low for a big man. And here it is now. He's on his own. What'll he do? He's got Ian Matthew, goes around him like he's not there. Effort off the inside
poor
of the
save.
post. Yeah, hand onto the post. Looks like it's the referee going to give it as a Bowes ball. He is.
Great save.
Yeah. So, starting off, Balrog we've got to reset. Oh, Seven Balrog's coming off. Balrog, excuse me, is off, and it is Neil Hoey's coming on. Line in from the halfway line. That's Douglas with the effort. Blocked by McAvoy. I think given a penalty. Free kick. Free kick edge of the box. Yellow card coming out from McAvoy for a handball. He's not happy with that. I think Stuart's trying to hit him in the face, but
I wouldn't be happy now. There's not much he could have done with it anyway.
yellow card seems a bit extreme for me as well, but the referee's made his decision. So, free kick right on the edge of the box. Oh, it's a penalty he's given.
Yeah.
Was McAvoy in the box? Well, must have been, or on the line.
We can check this back
Yeah.
now later on.
We'll have a
And
look,
we have the advantage of watching on the video. I suppose the referees, they only have one glimpse on it.
Yeah. Good call. Here's Jack Douglas looking for a goal against Hutton. Great
Great goal.
finish.
The keeper got his hand to it, and in fairness to him, he guessed right as well.
Just a lot of power and accuracy. And Jack Douglas got a goal today. He's put in a lot of work. He deserves that goal. I know probably the Scottish team won't thank me for saying that, but Douglas has been everywhere.
including Scotland.
Exactly. Playing for two different countries today. Restart. Aaron Ritchie. Stuart McAvoy. Oh,
Stuart McAvoy just going in against Boyle again.
just having a little look there. Back out to Conroy.
I suppose if you had been, against a couple of heavy scorelines and you see McAvoy playing on your team and going into tackles like that and not being afraid to throw his body on, you'd be encouraged.
Yep, oh, absolutely. Stuart McAvoy could play, at the highest level for any team, and to have him come into your team when you're up against it, as you are when every time you play Bowes, is great. 3 minutes or so for Gary. He's letting them know. James Conroy's telling them that you're going to come on now in the next couple of minutes. Good rotation today by Bohemians and by James Conroy. He's letting people on and off, keeping them fresh. Here's the effort. Douglas looking for a second. Oh, just couldn't keep it down. He was leaning back as he struck it. The young man. Starts here now for Stuart McAvoy. Goes across. Hutton. That's a really good ball to Aaron Ritchie. to let him get out of there. McAvoy being chased by Douglas. Richie should be chasing that. McAvoy is leaving it, getting back into the shape. You can hear Patrick Hutton. Stay narrow. Start inside your posts. Two banks of two. Don't press. And now he wants to go for the overlap. Boyle is going for it. This is what you don't want if you're Scotland. Brian Murray.
Just getting back.
Just cutting out the passing lane, you know. Sometimes that's all you have to do. Sun has come out here now for the last couple of minutes of today's games. James Boyle goes for the cross. Neil Howie.
Oh.
Little small touch there by Stuart McAvoy. Blocked that. Oh, lucky. Got a little bit of a slip, Aaron Ritchie. Oh, referee didn't see the touch from McAvoy. So you'll hear what James Conroy is telling to Jack Douglas, and it's a great thing that people don't do enough, is cut off the route back to the goalkeeper from a set piece. It's such an effective tool, but it's underutilised in my opinion. Good block from James Boyle, not just doing the attacking today, he's doing the defending for this game. Brian Murray, Scottish captain, leaves it for Alex Boyes. Now they need somebody to come short. I don't think that Boyes has the power to do that. Yeah.
It's a counter attack now. Could happen here now. They've 2v, well 2v3
they've been overloaded, but Howie, great
save again.
He's not happy Hutton now. You can kind of see the heads dropping a little bit from Scotland, hopefully.
I would imagine that a lot of fatigue is kicking in here now with the players.
And what you don't realise is that the guys had to be on a plane from Scotland this morning at 6 a.m. That doesn't help, you know.
No.
And they'll be going back on a plane later on. We've done it ourselves, going to the UK. Oh, great. Well done, Alex. Put your big frame in the way. That's what you want. Hutton is happy with that. You can even hear him. He doesn't want you to have the best ability, but he wants you to commit all of your ability, Patrick Hutton. Here it is for Neil Howie. Gonna take it. Gets the ball in. Jack Douglas. Just misread the bounce of the ball. Gonna take it from here. It's a Scotland ball. Alex Boyes goes out to take it. Stuart McAvoy on the far side of the pitch, and Aaron near side, the number 4, surveying all the land. If he goes to Brian Murray, he can get it across then to Stuart McAvoy quickly. It's only if they move quickly. I know it's a substitution. Neil Howie off for Balrog and James Boyle off for Gary Howie. Comes out McAvoy. Back to Hutton. Hutton wants people up the pitch and away from him. Now Jack Douglas has been told to press.
Going for a long one.
Wait, keeper. Knew his angles there. He didn't even put an arm out. Always worries me. Always worries me out. He knows more than I do, but it worries me when a keeper just lets it go by like that. So James Conroy resets. Gary Howie loves having it here with no pressure on him. He loves to carry it. You didn't see that a lot in the first game because there's no let up from the Cork team. Jack Douglas goes back to Howie usually. Lovely touch. Stuart McAvoy's not having it. Great clearance from Aaron Ritchie. This could just be an exercise in defence for Scotland for the next couple of minutes. You know, it wouldn't be a bad thing.
You'd be confident now looking at a squad of players that Bowes would have if you were the manager there.
Oh yeah, but they have a great squad. They're probably the strongest squad where they've kind of got a couple of substitutions of real high quality as well. Shamrock Rovers, who aren't here today, are all great, good man. Pat Hutton is delighted with that. Shamrock Rovers aren't here today because we do it in a round robin situation. It's the way the league plays, so everybody plays each other once. So Scotland weren't at the last match day. Shamrock Rovers miss out this one. Next week it should be the next game. They will either be Bowes or Cork to miss out, and that's how it works. So that's why Shamrock Rovers aren't here today, who are very much still in this league. Patrick Hutton out to Aaron Ritchie and back to him. Ritchie's passing has gotten better. Now Alex Boyes beside him, but he doesn't want him. He's gone for a long one. McAvoy wanted that. James Conroy is happy with that. Let's go. Roll out. Gary Howie. Brian Murray really putting in the effort to try and get back. Gary Howie.
Go for that, would he?
Yeah. Oh! That's a really, really good and clever intentional run from Balrog, where he starts at the goalkeeper, comes back to the penalty spot and looks for a flick on with the head. We've seen him do it twice today.
And the header, now in fairness, it wasn't a simple header because he had to try and turn his body to get some sort of accuracy on it. So
really good effort. Balrog is a very talented goal scorer.
I think his father on the line was heading the ball with him at that stage. He's been up and down with that.
Constantly, yeah. I think that's the strength that Bowes have, is they have always at least one support with Stefan Balrog's dad is at every game. It's great to see. Last time as well at Dalymount he had his girlfriend and his daughter with him, so it was a real family occasion. It was great. Here's Gary Howie. taking on Brian Murray on the outside. He goes for the cross. Jack Douglas couldn't stop it. Balrog wants it. Great block. Keeper could have been outside there. Donald Bly. Great block.
Great
Aaron
block
Ritchie.
again.
This has been the best performance from Ritchie I've seen.
I think the best opportunity there was for
Douglas.
For Douglas in the box.
Yeah.
He probably cut him off guard.
Hit him in the midriff. It was an awkward height. It wasn't a volley. It wasn't a header. Here's Gary Howie. They want that ball. They want to get that overload on the left and just cross it for Howie or Douglas to tap it in. Gary Howie wanted the shot. Now he does. Ooh. Those ones are deceiving. Those little curlers.
Great idea and great vision from
Balrog.
From Howie
From
there.
Howie, Gary Howie, excuse me, yeah.
From Howie just to be thinking that way.
I can have a curler, yeah. Ritchie, that's a hard ball from control from Hutton to corner. Maybe a bit too much on that pass from Hutton to Ritchie, who's been brilliant alongside McAvoy today. Come on, leaps and bounds, and from the first to the second game. McAvoy won't have it. He's gone to Gary Howie maybe, Donald Bly. Just watching there. All the way back to Jack Douglas.
Go short one, yeah.
Now he's going to go to Douglas maybe. No, he wants to strike. That's it. McAvoy's happy to block those all day. And again, too heavy. Reset, recycle. Balrog, yeah, composure. Well done, Douglas. He's going to have to strike now. He is. Oh, could be a crutch. Yeah, he was. They gave the advantage. He gave the crutch inside the box, penalty. Penalty kick. It was a crutch coming from Alex Boyes. Oh, they're giving a free out.
That's a penalty.
Okay, I think the guy Patrick Hutton thought it was a free out. Now he's only finding it's a penalty. Jack Douglas is going to take it. Hutton does not seem too pleased with the decision.
This could be a second goal.
Yeah,
now.
for Douglas.
And second from the spot if he can convert it.
Yeah, just having a sub. Referee just wants to. So, Jack Douglas to take a second penalty out of the afternoon against Patrick Hutton. Referee blows the whistle. Douglas.
Great finish.
Finish on the opposite side into the top corner. Great goal there by Jack Douglas. Very confident penalty taker. Very confident and competent, I should say.
I'm sure there'll be a few lads would want to be taking the penalties, but when you see someone as young as that stepping up and putting the ball into a top corner and putting the ball into the far side, two different penalties.
Yeah, and two very different. Yeah, absolutely. So
I know myself from scoring penalties last year. I kind of stick to the same corner.
Always, yeah. Bottom left for me, and I'd say I'd score 1 in 10. I should have went bottom right.
Yeah, well, I'm not just going to just say it.
Just in case.
Yeah.
There was a free kick given against James Boyle there for a crutch. That's what happened.
That's just too much on that for him.
Yeah. He'll run all day, but he won't catch that, unfortunately. It's Rory Murphy kicking the ball back. So, just about 5 minutes, I'd say, to go in this half for the last game of the day. Bohemians are pushing on. They want to get as many goals as they can. McAvoy trying to find Ritchie. Bly, that's a crutch. No, got a touch. Okay.
There's Boyle.
Yeah, there's
Boyle doesn't make any mistakes there now. Just
that left-hand side, when he plays in that left wing-back role, almost, I think it's his most effective role because he can come on to the
on his foot and just he has, as you said, he has so much power just from standing.
Yep, and he can if he wants to take you on then as well, he can do it. So that's 8. So now for Bohemians.
2 for Boyle.
2 for Boyle, 2 for Douglas.
2 for all of them.
Yeah, 2 for all of them. That's a good bit. He can't go out. That is the last kick of the game. So that's the game over. Last of our games today. That is Bohemians 8, Scotland AFA 0. Kind of scoreline does seem a bit extreme. Scotland were really good for large parts, very defensive. But yeah, congratulations to Bohs and thank you everybody for joining us for match day 5 of the Amputee National League.